Welcome to another video with Invest with the Doctor. My name is Dr. Haider. I am an accident emergency medicine doctor during the day. During the night, I'm a trader and an investor. I make these videos so that you can benefit from the research that I do in trying to buy stocks, and you should be doing your own research along with the research that I do. Um, Before I start this video, I'm going to be talking about the stocks that I mentioned in my last video, and we're going to start um, from this one here. This is an ETF I mentioned in my last video. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I think it might make sense to um, do a quick watch of my last video, and you'll understand which ones I'm talking about. So the first one is Venek Oil Services. The stock at the time when I was making the video was 326 US dollars, and since the last video, it's risen up 3%. So you can see the stock here, and the fact that it's gone up. The price was 326, and today the price is 337 US dollars. My setup here, as you would have noticed time and again, is usually pretty much the same. And what usually happens is the blue line needs to go over the red, which needs to go over the green, which is not gone here yet, but it will. RSI, as you can see, has been going up. So the momentum for the stock is there, and MACD is positive, is had a crossover and is positive. So that means that in the coming few days and weeks, I'm anticipating this ETF to go up higher. Another one that I mentioned was this ETF called LIT, or another name, or the name for it is Global X Lithium and Battery Tech, LIT. When I made the video last week, the price was 70 US dollars, and now it's 72. So that's moved up as well. Again, same thing. RSI is more now in overbought territory, and it can stay there. MACD has become positive. So again, I'm anticipating that this ETF is going to go up even higher. So if you bought it last week, you would be sitting on some profits, although not a whole lot, but you would be sitting on profits. The stocks that I talk about are not stocks that need to be traded, over 15 minutes, 1 hour charts. They're stocks that need to be bought, accumulated, and you spend time in the stock itself. So basically, we're talking about weeks to months, and once you've made good profits, so 15%, 20%, 30%, you can then try and sell the stocks. I think that's a good idea, and that gives you enough time to make good gains. So this was an ETF that I talked about in my last video. Another one is this ETF, single ETF, commodity ETF on nickel, and that's pretty much stayed where it was last week. So it hasn't made any big moves yet, but it's sitting on the support line here. The next one is a stock called Elmis. I talked about this stock in my last video, and the price at the time last week was 24 US dollars, has gone up to 26, but the candles are quite big, and I'm anticipating that this is likely to go up higher from here as well. Now, The last one that I talked about was Albemarle, which is a lithium play. It's a lithium stock. It's pretty much stayed in the same place that it was in last week, which is 177 US dollars. It's still at 177 US dollars. But as I mentioned last week, it has to break through this resistance. So this line, this black line that you see, which is the price of 177 US dollars, if it breaks this, goes up and stays a bit higher for a couple of days or something, then it's likely to go much higher. So these were the stocks that I talked about last week. This week I'm talking about 3 stocks which I think are going to do well. Now there is a caveat to the 3 stocks that I'm going to talk about today. So the stocks are Bloom Energy, Figure, and Lumentum. All 3 of them are going to go up if the S&P 500 is going up and if Nasdaq is going up. So if both of them are going up, these are likely to go up with the indices. If the S&P 500 or Nasdaq is not doing well, these stocks are not going to do well. But if both S&P 500 and Nasdaq go up, these will go up much higher. So first of all, we're talking about Bloom Energy. Bloom Energy, the ticker for it is BE, and at the time of making this video, the stock is 146 US dollars. Bloom Energy designs, manufactures, sells, and installs solid oxide fuel cells systems for on-site power generation in the United States and internationally. It offers Bloom Energy Server, a power generation platform to convert fuel such as natural gas, biogas, hydrogen, or a blend of these fuels into electricity through an electrochemical process without combustion. So I think this is likely to go higher, and if you keep the stock for a few weeks or months, in fact, I think it will go up much higher from where it is at the moment. Again, the same kind of setup. You can see that the RSI is in overbought territories. MACD is positive. So I think this stock is likely to move up higher in the coming few weeks and months. The second one that I'm going to talk about today is called Figure. And let me show you. This is Figure. This is a chart for Figure Technology. The ticker for it is FIGR, Figure Technology. Now this is a finance company, and with a recent IPO, and it's a blockchain-based product solution. It only works and operates in the US at the moment. The company offers a suite of blockchain-based solutions for its marketplaces, including lending, trading, and investing activities. Again, the chart looks very nice. It's coming out of this base itself, as you can see, and it's going upwards. Again, like my previous stock that I mentioned, this is going to do well only if the stock market, the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq, both of them are going up. So if you notice red days, then this is not the stock to be in. These stocks will go up only with the indices themselves. And third and final stock that I want to talk about is the stock here, which is called Lumentum. So let me show you. This is Lumentum. The ticker for it is LITE, Lumentum Holding. And the time of making this video, the stock is trading around 351 US dollars. Lumentum manufactures and sells optical and photonic products to cloud data operators. Again, like I said, if the stock indexes are not doing very well, this stock is not going to do well. It's only going to work when the market is moving forward, then this will also go up. So these are the three stocks that I wanted to talk about. Now I wanted to mention a small um, I think a small idea that I think I do, but I think it helps when people talk about when doing your own research, or when they say oh, you should be doing your research, what is it that they're talking about? So one of those things is just looking at the company itself. Now these three companies that I talked about so far, let me show you. So what I do is and the way I do it, because I'm not just looking at the technicals of the company. These are all weekly charts that I showed you, and I'm not just looking at the charts themselves, but I'm looking at the company itself. So the way I do it is different people can do it in different ways, and you will get the same kind of information. So this is, for example, Bloom Energy. I use Yahoo Finance, but you can find similar kind of graphs on things like Trading 212. So if you type in BE, the ticker, you'll get Bloom Energy, and if you scroll down, this is what I look at. So I don't want to go through the balance sheets and the accounts of the company itself, but what I do is just look at what it's doing. So the way to look at these things is, number one, you look at these. So you can see the earnings beat quarterly. So Bloom Energy, look at this. So it was beating here, beating here, beating here, beating here. So all the 4 quarters, it was beating estimates, which is again good. Here you can see annually and quarterly the revenues. And what I look at is the fact that the revenue, which is the blue bit, is going up. Okay, so if the blue bit is going up, that's telling you that the revenue itself is going up, and this is what you want. And if you see here earnings, this is, I think, more important than the revenue for me. It was negative here in 2021, then it was negative in 2022, then less negative in 2023, and now in 2024, look at the revenue, it's become positive. So what does that mean? That means the price is going to appreciate. So you've got the revenue going up and you've got the earnings going up. So this is the fundamentals that I look for. Okay, so I'm not just looking at the chart itself, as you saw previously, but I think it's important to look. It's very, very important to look at the chart, because you want to see the price movement. But if you want to see what the company is doing, okay, this is how you do the research, and I think it's a very quick way. I'm a very visual person, in the sense that I look at stuff, look at graphs, and it makes it easy for me to understand, which is why I'm showing you. I'm not in any way affiliated with Yahoo Finance, but this is something that I look at, and like I said, there are other ways to look at it as well. It's not just confined to Yahoo Finance itself. Now, another one was FIGR, Figure. And if you see, as I said, it's a recent IPO, so it doesn't have a lot of history. So it had an earnings beat, it's got revenue, and the earnings is up as well. Okay, so not negative earnings, it's already got positive earnings for Figure. Okay, which is again quite good. The last one that I was talking about is Lumentum. Again, you type in the ticker LITE on Yahoo Finance, and you'll get Lumentum Holdings. And if you scroll down, again, you'll get this chart. I really like this stuff. I really like it. It's just a quick way to look at the fundamentals. Look at this. So earnings beat, earnings beat, earnings beat, earnings beat. So all 4 quarters, earnings beat. What's happening to the blue, which is the revenue? You see? So if the revenue is going up like this, you know that it's a good company that's making money. It's a profitable company. So that's why you can sit for weeks or months having this stock, and you know you're not wrong just by looking at the small graph. And look at what's happening to the earnings. This is my favorite bit. So you see here, it's been rising, rising, rising. So the earnings have been going up and the revenue has been going up. Okay, so this is how I look at the fundamentals. I mean, I don't have the time to go through different charts, different accounts to look at PE, what's happening, how much was the earnings, what did they say in the earnings calls. I mean, I'm not saying that's not relevant. I'm just saying that it's easy to look at this and to do a bit of research. Now, this does not mean that I will not, if the things are not showing up the way I want them, I will not invest in the stock. It just means it helps me try to understand what's happening with the company itself. So I hope you found this video useful. I think Yahoo Finance is very easy to look at the charts on the left. This one that I just mentioned. Uh, it gives you the earnings bit, and this one on the right, you can just look at these two boxes, scroll down, look at them, see what's going on with the company, and you'll likely understand quite easily. So this is all I had to say for Bloom Energy figure Lumentum. I hope you found this video useful. I'm going to be making another video tomorrow, and hopefully I'm going to be making another video after that as well. So hopefully in this week I'm going to be making 3 videos, and I'm going to be talking about different stocks, and I'm going to be talking about a little bit about finance as well. So this is all I had to say for this video. I hope you found this useful. Please like and subscribe to the channel, and I hope to see you guys soon in my next video, which would hopefully come out tomorrow. And as always, thanks for watching.